So away we go then for the DRS 100 final heat. Yellow flags raised, a false start, so we will go again. So in case you missed the first two heats, the first heat won by Callum Gunning, who's going to start from 21st position. The second race won by Samuel Cunliffe, starting from 18th place. So George Whitehouse starting from the front of the grid, didn't look happy with something there. And yellow flags raised once again, and we have another false start.
He's off now.
So lining up, are we going to get a clean getaway this time? Looks better, doesn't it? I think we are racing then in the DRS 100 third and final heat. No yellow flags raised this time. We are good to go. Leading the way then, it is Lily Jeffs ahead of George Whitehouse. And you can see Rowan Campbell-Pilling already making his way up into second place by the looks of things. So Lily just dropping back into third place. George Whitehouse leading the way at the moment then. Campbell-Pilling up into second and moving now up into third place. In the back of your shot there was Baldry. So already Whitehouse and Campbell-Pilling in a little battle for first and second. Scrapping away at the front, and there's a cart coming off the track there going really wide. So the yellow flags are raised. Two carts in fact coming off the track. Someone doesn't look very happy at all, do they? It looked like it was Frost. Absolutely furious. Meanwhile, back at the fronts, Whitehouse leads, Campbell-Pilling in second, Baldry in third, Sheppy in fourth. Yeah, it's one of those carts is definitely Frost. Frost is absolutely fuming by the looks of things. Whitehouse leads, ahead then of Campbell-Pilling. A little bit further back is Baldry. Opening stages of this DRS 100 heat have been interesting, haven't they? 6 minutes left on the clock. Someone going very slowly indeed there. Whitehouse controlling things at the moment. It can all change so quickly. Just over 4.5 minutes left then of this DRS 100 third heat. And you can see this is the battle for first place. Whitehouse out in front as things stand. And what's so interesting about this random grid draw is we do get the opportunity to see different drivers racing to their strengths, different styles throughout the grid. We have defensive tactics being used here as well as attacking tactics. Whitehouse just controlling the pace out the front. This little group of 4 all in with a hope of maybe finishing it at the top of the podium. Sheppy in 4th place, putting pressure on Baldry. And in fact, I think Sheppy just got the overtake done out of shot there. So Sheppy up into 3rd place. Quick Carter is Sheppy. Making move there out the outside was Harvey. That there is Gartside, with Holdsworth having made up a position. The battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th is very close though. Campbell Pilling ahead of Sheppy. And this then is that battle for 2nd place. 4 karts in a real close tangle. Whitehouse is out in front. In fact, this is really close for the race lead. Whitehouse with just under 3/10 of a gap ahead of Campbell Piling at the beginning of this lap. 2 minutes remaining, plus 1 final lap at the end. And you just feel that perhaps maybe heading into the final couple of laps of this race, we'll see a few more risks being taken into the final 2 minutes of the race. Whitehouse out in front with a little bit of a gap now over Campbell Piling. Sheppy up into 3rd place with Baldry in 4th, Gartside in 5th, but a further 3 or 4 seconds behind that lead group. Big look over the shoulder that by Sheppy, who is feeling the pressure from Campbell Piling after getting that overtake done. So Sheppy up into 2nd place, but Whitehouse has pulled up a little bit of a gap, and a little bit of a coming together there then by Campbell Piling and Baldry, slowing right down Baldry, but hopefully able to continue. Yes, Baldry picks up the pace again. So Sheppy up into 2nd, the consolidating 2nd place as Campbell Piling and Baldry come together. Whitehouse out in front. Can Sheppy close that gap? Half a second at the moment. So within the last minute of the race, Whitehouse in 1st, Sheppy in 2nd, Campbell Pilling in 3rd, Baldry in 4th and Harvey in 5th. Half a second at the start of this lap between 1st and 2nd. A great little scrap though this between Graham and Holdsworth a bit further down the order. 30 seconds remain. The gap between Whitehouse and Sheppy is just 3/10 of a second. Are we going to see an intriguing battle for first place? We'll get one more lap at the end of this. This is the battle for first. Sheppy all over the back of Whitehouse. Whitehouse looked comfortable heading into the final couple of laps of this race, but now has Sheppy all over the back. So entering then the final lap of the race, and it is Whitehouse ahead of Sheppy, but Sheppy is putting Whitehouse under pressure. There is also a slower kart up ahead, which could cause a little bit of a hold up for Whitehouse as Whitehouse tries to get past. There you can see the slower kart. Is this going to come into play? Whitehouse all over the back of the slower karts. Kart 97 should well be blue flagged at this point and does get out of the way, so Whitehouse nipped on past. Heading then towards the final part of this race. I think Whitehouse has done enough. Comes round the final corner and Whitehouse wins. Ahead then of Sheppy. What a great battle it was between those two at the end of the race. Campbell, Pilling coming home in third place, Harvey in fourth, and Baldry rounding off that top five. Yeah, so here we are trackside then with George Whitehouse. George, many congratulations. You've been racing for 4 years and this is your first victory. You must be buzzing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm actually broken a record for the longest drive out winning a race. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I know how to get the lead off straight off the bat, and I managed that. I was getting some loading belt before, but I managed to get the lead and just stay calm, put my head down, took the victory.
You did have to battle for that leader, didn't you? It wasn't straightforward for you.
No, I mean, Joe here, I don't know how I managed to go from 16th second. That's crazy. But yeah, I noticed towards the end I was getting slightly gained up, and I was like, okay, I need to nail these last couple laps, and that blue flag really made it quite close.
Yeah, I was going to say at the end on that final lap, the guy who was a bit slower in front of you was kind of got in the way of that little battle a little bit, but you managed to control that and get around him and get the race win in the end.
Yeah, I mean, that was, it could have been the worst spot as well on the track just because it was nice and flowing. And yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, I'm quite happy to do that and just carry the momentum the rest of the season.
Well, congratulations. Joe, we mentioned a second ago about how well you did in that race, starting in 16th place and making your way all up into second, really pushing for that race lead. Talk to us about the race from your point of view.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get second, but I had a really good start, which put me quite high up, and then it just went from there.
And on that final lap, you did, of course, have that battle, and you probably thought when you saw the blue flags coming out of the slow car, you thought, I've got a chance here. You nearly got into the race lead.
Yeah, I did, but it wasn't quite. So maybe next time I try.
You almost seemed disappointed. You came from 16th to second. You must be pleased. Come on.
Yeah, I'm pleased with it. Yeah.
Well, both of you, congratulations. A really entertaining race. We'll see you in the Grand Prix. We also have the DRS 125 starting in a couple of minutes' time. Full coverage in a couple of moments' time.